we're doing a little bit of an experiment here. We are kind of doing a test run. I don't believe I've ever done anything quite like this before. I've done video call type of stuff before, but even that I haven't really done very often recently. Some of it many years ago, but I don't think I've ever done a live stream like this before. So we're doing a little bit of a test run. I have been asked by some of the saints, one brother in particular up in Detroit, to live stream the funeral service for Sister Regina. And I had recorded a service there about a year ago, a couple services, I think, and then I posted them later. I didn't actually live stream them, but I recorded them and then posted them later. So this brother knew that I had done this, and I don't know if he thought I had live streamed them or if he thought I knew how to live stream or what exactly. But anyway, he asked me to do it, and so I really didn't know much of anything about live streaming, and I've spent time this last week. I did some Google searches and asked a couple people, and I really wasn't coming up with any good answers on how exactly to do this. And I had figured out at some point you needed a program or an app to do the recording, and then you needed another app like Google or YouTube, something, YouTube or Facebook or whatever, to a platform to actually stream it on and so forth. So I'd kind of figured that out, but I wasn't coming up with really the right way to do that. And so I'd been praying about it, and I really didn't know what I was doing. And I got up this morning and got on an app that I use for some other things, and I noticed this button on there that I had never noticed before, and I said, I wonder what that does. And I pushed it, and lo and behold, it was a live streaming button. And this is the Dolby app, which I use all the time for other things. And so just God really just took me right to it. It was all God, because I had no idea. I wasn't even looking for it at that time. But here it was. And so now I just have to figure out how to, because if I'm doing this right, then this is going out on Google. And if you're watching this, then obviously I was able to figure it out. And I'm going to also try to tie it into my Facebook account. But anyway, so that's the next thing I got to try to do, is try to figure out how to get it on the platforms that I want to get it to, so that I can tell people where to go to actually be able to see it. So let's try to do that, and we'll see if we can figure it all out. So if you're able to watch this and hear me and all that, then obviously the Lord helped me get that figured out too. So we're going to do that next. And so this is actually probably going to be quite boring for the most part, unless you just like being bored. But let's see if we can nope, that ain't it. Let's go to, well, all right, well, so I figured out part of it at least. All right, well, so I figured out part of it at least. All right, well. You're probably getting some feedback. Let me see if I can kill the volume. Alright, that'll cut out, should hopefully cut off the feed. Alright, let's give it all of this. Alright, so then the next thing I want to do is to see if I can get it up on Facebook. All right, so this is still... All right, so everything seems to be working. All right, so everything seems... So thank the Lord for that. So I'm going to end this particular test, and then I'm going to actually call somebody and see if they are able to see it. And I'll do a second quick test run. But Lord willing, we've got this thing figured out, and I give him all the praise for it, because I'm not tech stupid, but I'm not exactly tech savvy either. So I can generally, if you show me how to do something, I can figure it out, but sometimes figuring out things on my own isn't always a real good way of going about things for me. But I'm thankful that it looks like, by the grace of God, that I have been able to get this up and running. So that being said, Lord willing, we will be live streaming Sister Regina's service. I know that she was loved by many. I know that she had friends all over the country, probably outside of the country. Matter of fact, I know for a fact of one person that is outside of the country that loves Sister Regina. So wherever people are at, this will give those people who aren't able to attend the service in person to be able to watch it and to take part in that way. I do highly encourage anyone who can make the service. I know that the Saints in Detroit would really appreciate all the help and support and prayers that they can get. So if you can attend the service in person, I would highly encourage you to do so. But for those who can't, we want to make this available to them. So God bless you. Lord willing, we will have this up and running on Tuesday morning. The service will start at 11.